about to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
These techniques show you how to get your child to cooperate with you when your parenting skills are really put to the test. It should be noted here that often hyperactivity and other behavioral problems are rooted in physiological causes, not psychological. Foods containing caffeine, sugar, or any substance that your child may be allergic to, even something seemingly innocuous such as wheat, rice, or milk, can create a serious psychological imbalance. Remember that small children who have even a few sips of cola can react the same way as an adult drinking 2 or 3 cans. Even the most effective parenting skills can be thwarted if your child is incapable of paying attention because he's bouncing off the walls. Never underestimate the power of diet in your child's behavior. There are essentially 2 elements for gaining cooperation from your child, or for that matter, any adult. They are giving him the feeling of control and using emotion-based arguments. The following is an example of how both of these can work either independently or together. How do you get your child to listen to you? Whether it's a problem at bedtime or not wanting to get dressed, this technique will prove to be highly effective. Give him a choice. Make him an active part of the process by giving him a choice that implies cooperation. For instance, instead of saying to a child, "Will you please sit at the table for lunch?" you say, "Do you want to sit in the chair facing the TV, or would you rather look out the window at the table?" If you give him the illusion of control, he is much more willing to cooperate. But once he commits himself, then he will follow through. This is true for adults as much as it is for children. Studies show us that prisoners who are able to exercise some control over their environments by being able to move furniture, control TV sets, and switch the lights on and off, experience less stress and commit less vandalism. Research in this area also overwhelmingly concludes that workers given leeway in carrying out tasks and making decisions experience improved morale. People, and that means children too, need to believe that they have some control over their lives. If they don't, this can develop into what is called learned helplessness, characterized by a person's perception that he has no control over repeated bad events or even over routine happenings in his life. This can lead to disruptive behavior and psychological problems. We should say here that giving a child too much leeway, without appropriate boundaries, can also cause major disciplinary problems. Children need parameters and will push as far as they can until they reach them. By not setting appropriate boundaries, the child's behavior will reach erratic proportions until he meets with resistance. The other element is to try not to sway a child with logic. How do you get her to do what's best for her? Translate cold, hard facts into something that affects her reality. If you want her to brush her teeth, for example, telling her she'll get cavities if she doesn't means nothing. Instead, tell her that we brush our teeth so we can enjoy the foods we like. She has no frame of reference for cavities, but she certainly does for eating tasty food. Strategy review. Behavioral problems are often rooted in physiological causes, not psychological. Foods containing caffeine, sugar, or any substance that your child may be allergic to can create a serious psychological imbalance. Give your child a feeling of control over what happens in his life. If you give him the illusion of control, he is much more willing to cooperate, and once he commits himself, he will follow through. Use emotion-based arguments. Translate cold, hard facts into something that affects her reality. Chapter 40.